morning. So today I want to do a review on the HW57 Weihrauch or Weihrauch, however you want to say it. There's a few videos on YouTube of the 57, but I think it's a really overlooked rifle, so I thought I'd do a review on it. Most people going for the 97s or 99s, and I think people see this as a beginner's gun. But I couldn't disagree more. For me, this isn't a beginner's gun. It's a beautiful rifle, packing plenty of punch, and well overlooked. I think it comes in for some criticism, but for me, unduly. So I'm just going to do a little review of it, and yeah, we'll go through it. We'll do an accuracy test as well. This is a 2004 model, so it's an old one. It's 21 years old. It's never had anything done to it. It's not been tuned or anything. It's all original. So yeah, so we'll go through the gun. So it's got a lovely stock with a cheek piece, more for right hand shooters. Lovely finished stock like you'd expect from Weihrauch. Record trigger, known for probably being best air rifle trigger unit in the world. This is a 2.2 caliber. I've got a Hawk Vantage AOIR 3B9B50 scope on, which is a lovely scope, but that's for another day. Lovely scope for the money. As we move up, this is an original hull cartridge, British imported one. So as we move up, the different thing about these is they've got the pop-up breech here. So when you pull the underlever, it's an underlever rifle, you pull that back, and when you pull the underlever down, the breech pops up and you can load a single pellet into it. I'll show you that in a bit. Which a lot of people didn't like. It can be quite fiddly. I've got my scope. I could move my scope back one to make it a bit easier, but I seem to have got it off to a T loading, so it's not a problem for me. Moving up, it does come with the open sights. This one's had the back sights taken off, but it's still got the front sights on there, which you can turn. They are removable, but they don't get in the way, so I just leave them there. Moving up, the underlever, it's got a little, the new ones, you press the end, but the older ones, it's got a little latch there that you pull back and you pull down like so. The new ones also come with an additional threading for a moderator. The old ones don't. There's no choice for a moderator, although I think some companies do manufacture something to put moderators on the old ones. So yeah, so they're a very light gun for a Weihrauch, but the packers, you know, some of them pack low 11s, but from 10.5 up to 11.5 pound, which is ideal really for such a smallish gun. So yeah, so I'll show you the pop-up breech. So if you pull that down, pull that up, if you look there, breech pops up there, and then if you can see, you just load a pellet into the back of it and then you push it down. Now some of these came under some criticism. I'll show you if you want to decock it, pull it back all the way, trigger, safety catch in, and it goes back up. So they came under a bit of scrutiny, did these, for the breeches, because from the manufacturer they came and they put a bit too much grease under it, so they weren't seating properly, they weren't seating flush, and it affected accuracy, sometimes affected the pellet, but they resolved that. So if you're buying one, just check that, but most of them are resolved now. Some of the original breeches were plastic, but then they changed them to steel to match the barrel and the unit and the cylinder. So yeah, this one's absolutely perfect. So I've fired it plenty of times, and believe me, this is a very accurate rifle. To say it's never had any tuning, anything. Still got a tiny bit of twang, but a tuning would sort that out. But I can shoot well with it anyway, so I'm not really bothered about messing with it. So yeah, anything else? I think people see this as a beginner's target gun. It's more than capable hunting weapon. Nice and light in the field for carrying around compared to like HW80s and stuff like that. Like I say, from 10.5 to 11.5 pound packing a punch. I think with springers you don't want much more than 11 pound. You know, a lot of people, especially when they're beginning or younger, think I need to have like 12 sub, you know, 12 foot pounds. It needs to be as powerful as it can be, but you just get more kick, you get less accuracy. The sweet spot's about 10.5, I always think, for a springer. So yeah, so we'll do an accuracy test with it and see where we're at, and we'll go from there. Cheers. So there you can see 6 shots through her, and that is a 21-year-old untampered with, unmodified, no tuning kit HW57. Now that is what I've just shot, is this one here. So you can see there, that's 4 shots, is that in the middle there. That's almost pellet on pellet, which is the sort of accuracy you'd expect from a pre-charge. That one there could be pellet, probably my fault. That one's pretty close as well. You know, you can, you know, you wouldn't class that as a flyer at all. You know, that is well within in bounds. To be fair, that one is as well. That's probably all size of a. You can see these circles, they're 1 pence pieces, but I mean that there, them 4 there, no, them 5 shots there, that's a 5 pence piece bit, and then this one's just, that's probably me, that was me. My shoddy shooting, as you can see, this one here, up here, apart from this one flyer down here, that's all within a 5 pence piece. That I shot that yesterday, I think. But yeah, that's nearly pellet on pellet, is that, for a 21-year-old spring gun, untampered with. So for money, you can pick these up now with a scope for about 200 quid, 250, something like that, which is an absolute bargain. You know, the how they get the accuracy from these it blows my mind. You know, especially 20 odd years ago, it blows my mind. You know, the manufacturing on them is unbelievable. So yeah, don't overlook them. HW57, fantastic little guns, fantastic, and you've seen what it can do, and imagine it with a tuning kit in. So yeah, make your own minds up. But for me, beautiful, fantastic little gun, not to be overlooked. So yeah, cheers guys. Forgot to mention as well, that's shooting with just an old tin of Acupels that I just found in cupboard. You know, they're nothing, no special pellets in that. They've been in cupboard years, them ones, because I use JSBs normally, but I've run out. So that was just an old Acupel field trial pellets, which I personally wouldn't choose to use. And that was shooting at 27, about 27 yards, something like that. So, you know, your normal hunting range. I'll show you the distance. It's from here to the door where I shoot. From here to that door. There. So, you know, that's a normal, what you'd want to be shooting rabbits and pigeons at. So, yeah. So, like I say, I just can't praise the gun enough. Fantastic.